What's up, guys? This is Jesse Ogle. I'm your host of the Vibe Dialogue podcast, a podcast for creatives. And I'm doing a special segment that's focusing on my time in Squid Games Challenge Season 2. And I'll be interviewing a bunch of different players and getting to know some inside behind them, learning about their lives, and also some behind the scenes content you might not know. We'll also be talking about the first game that involved me heavily. It's the clapping and counting challenge. And so this is episode number 13 of this series, and I'll be featuring player number 134, Ajhia Jackson, and we'll get to really get inside of like what she's doing. She's doing some very cool stuff. So I hope you enjoy this, and let's see what she has to say. All right, everyone, what's up? Welcome to the Vibe Dialogue podcast, a podcast for creatives. Again, I'm focusing on a special segment of my time in Squid Games The Challenge Season 2. And I have a very, very special guest, Ajhia Jackson, player 134. You were crushing it on the game. You made it further than I did. What's up? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Just still taking it all in now that it's finally out to the public.
Yeah.
Crazy ride.
How many people did you actually tell that you were going to be on this?
I told like a really tight, close group of friends, and then I told my parents, and that was it.
Yeah. So like you had to hold a lot in, right? Yeah, one thing that was like my connection isn't with you isn't deep, but I felt like every time I walked past you or said hi, you had the best smile, and you were such a like you really just brought this really beautiful energy, and I was like excited to talk to you after this because there's like it's weird, like you don't get a chance to connect with everyone on the level that you wish you would. And of course, then if your time doesn't last that long, then you're like out and you're done. I was like, of course, someone followed you on Instagram and was like, man, you went through like this really like whole, like, it looks like transformation in your life. Like, it feels like, do you feel like, I mean, what is your story a little bit like there? Can you talk about that?
Yeah, so back in 2022, I was going through a really rough time in life. Just struggling with what I didn't realize at the time. I have really, really, really bad anxiety, and I think it put me in a really depressive state in that time. So I just would always look at myself, and I wasn't happy with the way I looked, like my weight and stuff. So I kind of just locked it in a gear and completely changed my life around. I just changed my eating 100%, changed how I view myself, started working out, fell in love with health and wellness, and now I am a personal trainer myself. So yeah, that's just kind of how it was. And that's what I would have done if I would have won that money. I wanted to open up my own health and wellness fitness club.
Yeah, that's like one. That's exactly like a question I was going to ask. Is like, I mean, some people were on this show. I think not. I wouldn't say for the necessarily for the right reasons, but maybe more of like a self-serving thing rather than like one that's like, I'm actually here to make the world a better place. Like through whatever my work is, my life work, or some people is just so like you would use this money if you would have got it to help others essentially.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Because like people don't realize like health is really wealth, and
Mm.
you change your lifestyle around for the better, it really does like affect everything. Like someone told me, and I didn't believe it at first, like if you have a good if you're healthy, less doctor's visits, man. Like
Mm.
people don't realize like you gotta like focus on your health. And
Yeah.
I just wanted to utilize the knowledge that I gotten from my experiences and like help those that are struggling with weight loss, because it's a mind game. Like you really have to have that plan and determination to get through it. So I
Yeah.
really wanted to pour that into like my community and things like that. So
Yeah, man, I resonate with that a lot. I'm a professional musician at core. I do a lot of nonprofit music work, and so you know, but at the core, I'm a professional musician, and at one time for 5 years in a row, I played like 225 shows a year on average. So I played everywhere from like the Europe to Mexico to Canada, all across the U.S. I was grinding really hard, and then what happened is my health started going down hill because I would just be stagnant a lot. I'd be like driving a lot, and then I would always get like free drinks, and then I would be eating like, you know, restaurant bar food or wherever you're eating that night. Like, here's your free meal comp, and you're trying to save money, you know, and I got really unhealthy, and and then I just started getting these autoimmune disorders, and like I would be
Mm.
like, you know, like just like I got like vitiligo, I got like alopecia, I got like this thing called iritis. I started getting like eczema, psoriasis, like all sorts of shit started going wrong. And once I was able to, I changed my, you know, lifestyle. I changed my eating habits. Now I eat like 100% organic, pretty much. I'm like,
Seriously.
I don't eat dairy. I don't eat sugar really at all. I don't usually eat gluten, and I'm just like clean as shit. Like my diet's like clean, and I was in pretty bad shape. So I was like, yeah, it's like, and then, you know, also like learning how to deal with stress too, because that's like, it's also, you know, tied together, right? Like,
Hmm.
you know, how your body's like handling things you're taking in, it can do a lot with your stress load, you know? Um,
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah. And you got to work out, you got to do exercise, you got to like do something, to go for walks, you know, something, right? What have been like the
You don't,
key?
you don't have to do a lot. So.
Yeah. What are the key things that like have that like are in like your regular day that you like do to like maintain like health and wellness?
So it's the lifestyle. I think people think like, oh, I got to go on a diet. If you
Hmm.
keep having that mindset, it's never going to change. It's a lifestyle, and it's not a race. It's a marathon. So one thing I think I've changed entirely is, like you said, nutrition. Like there's certain things I don't eat. I don't eat fried foods. I don't eat processed foods as much.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to indulge every now and then, but
Sure.
I
Sure.
try to
Yeah.
eat mainly whole foods,
Mhm.
and I don't drink sodas or pops or wherever part of the US you're from. I know people say it differently.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't drink juice. I pretty much drink water, and then if I want like a little razzle dazzle, I'll add like a little sparkling water to my regimen. But
Yeah.
I work out about 4 times a week. Um, Honestly, it's the food, man.
Yeah.
What you
Yeah.
eat. You can lose weight strictly on just watching what you eat. And then, of course, if you want to build that lean muscle mass, that's when you start incorporating the fitness part of it. But if you
Yeah.
want to just let that weight shred off and you don't want to do too much at the beginning, just focus on your health, like you're eating.
Yeah.
You'll see it change. Like
Yeah, man, and our food quality is so bad, and like all the fried processed food is insane, right? It's like, oh my
that.
gosh. Um, well, this is cool. Like, I really wanted like part of this podcast to be like getting to know people, and especially like this awareness aspect is important to me too. Is like, hey, if someone has a story, you know, let's bring awareness to like, because I think a lot of people are have challenges, especially health and wellness challenges. So, and speaking of that, when you got out of Squid Games, how were you mentally affected? Were you traumatized at all? Because I know I was a little traumatized.
Oh my gosh. Remind me when you got taken out again?
So I got taken out on catch. So, and it was like the ball was thrown so short. I was like, ah, bummer.
That's the
You know?
problem. Those throws were rough, man.
Yeah.
Those were.
Yeah.
I got taken out of marbles.
Yeah.
I got taken out by top two,
Hmm.
Deja 302, which was also one of my closest friends in the
Hmm.
game.
Yeah.
Um, it was a tough situation because I always told myself like I would not allow them to trick me into picking one of my best friends on the show and
Yeah.
have to
Yeah.
go against them. And that's exactly what happened. So it was really tough. When I got eliminated initially because of the whole mingle situation, I'm sure you've heard of it. Like that was really rough on all of us as an entire cast. For those who
Hmm.
think it was scripted, it was not scripted at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah. No.
Um, I think I was just emotionally drained.
Hmm.
So when I lost, I was like upset, of course, but I was like, oh, okay, at least I get to go home and eat food and like see
Hmm.
my cats, see my boyfriend, see my parents and everybody. But I feel like once I finally got home, it started to hit me more. Like I was like, shit, I
Yeah.
did it. I got taken out the game. Like,
Mm,
and I remember waking up, um, probably the first night at home. I woke up in the middle of the night. I'm looking at my cats at the edge of my bed, but my brain isn't processing that I'm not in the game. And I was like, oh, I wonder what the challenges are going to be today. Like, I just couldn't process like me
yeah.
being home. It was weird. Like, it's
Mm,
such a out of mind, like out of body
yeah.
experience. Like, I
Yeah.
describe it.
Yeah, I've talked to a lot of people, and they all say that they kind of like resonate, like they almost feel like a little bit like a zombie for the first few days.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, and like
crazy.
maybe like almost like and I'm like one that like I know my purpose in life. Like I would never question my purpose in life, and like almost like a lot like sense of lack of purpose. Did you feel that a little bit? Yeah, weird,
Yeah,
huh?
I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
it was crazy. Some people
yeah,
were saying like they were having really, really hard times.
yeah.
Like
Mhm.
their brain wasn't like able to process. Like they still thought they were in the game at home.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, mine was my like more like regret of like wishing I would have had a do over, you know. um, so obviously, you know, I like ask everyone a little bit about the first, first game where we had the counting challenge, and you know, I was involved in that. I'm not really featured on the show, you know, and that part they look kind of make Michael as like the featured musician in that. But like, how
I
did
feel like
you?
you don't like said something first, right?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Do you remember that situation, or how did that? How do you recall that?
I don't remember exactly, but I do remember you're like, I got this. If I can recall, you said something along the lines of like this. I got this song. I know how this song is counted. Like I know this song. And we're like, okay, let him take it. If he got it, he got it. Like that's
Yeah.
kind of like what I remember in that moment. And
Yep.
we trust you and all the rest of the people, and you guys killed it. That's all I could say.
Yeah.
Like,
How did you feel after it when we knew we won? Like, how that, to me that was the best feeling of the whole game.
oh yeah, I
Yeah.
was. I can't even describe how happy I was because
Yeah.
obviously after the game people saying like the O was like chaotic. I mean, we had our chaotic moments at the beginning too, like everybody wanted to like put their input into
Mhm.
it,
Yeah.
but just knowing like we did that, like
Yeah.
you guys were able to get everyone to agree to what to believe in you, you know what I mean,
Mhm.
because you're like we have to trust you to get
Yeah.
past the next
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I in that moment like I completely trusted you guys. I
Yeah.
completely trusted everything that you said about the song. You knew I was
Mhm.
just like, okay,
Yeah.
pray and hope they really know, but let's
Totally. I was like, I got this shit, dude. If that game was like tailor made for me, man, you know, it was like, fuck, this is
I
amazing.
wish they would have zoomed in on you because you were like
Yeah, I
feeling like
know.
he knows this song, bro. Like
Yeah.
it,
And you know what's funny is I referenced the song "Wish You Were Here" and I was like, "Hey, I know this. I teach this all the time. I know this song." And I was like, "Hey, they've got to like play that like moment." So I went and recorded that and retracked that song. And like I was like, "Sweet, I got this release coming up of this song." It's like never did they say anything, so it's kind of like anticlimactic. I did this whole like I dropped some money on that track. It's in my my Instagram, like the track. It sounds sick. You should check it out. It's
okay.
really dope. But it's like I was thinking it would like you know lead to some sort of musical traction, and it
I think we're
didn't.
gonna tap into your moment there too, which is odd. They rushed everything, but
Yeah, they did. So you said like you sing. Did you sing in choir or like?
um I think it's just one of those talents that runs in the family. Pretty much everyone on my mom's side knows how to sing. Like we're all
Mm,
musically some way, shape,
yeah.
or form. Um, I'm not sure if you've ever heard of the group called the Dramatics. It's like a Motown group.
Oh, you were telling me that. You were telling me
Yes,
that.
I told
Yes,
you that
yes,
on the show. My
yes,
uncle
yes.
was the lead singer of that group. So like I said, we kind of all know how to sing a little bit. And when I was younger, I really wanted to pursue singing. I auditioned for The Voice, American
How
Idol.
did that go?
American Idol was a little bit of a miss, but I feel like I made it pretty far on The Voice. What people don't realize is kind of like how it is here. Like there's so many rounds and things you have to do before you actually like go to that round of being seen on The Voice. So
Yeah, yeah.
I made it pretty far there. I was so young, but I
Mhm.
feel like I got defeated. So I kind of
Yeah.
just stopped trying to pursue that.
Are you singing right now at all, or?
I don't pursue singing. I do it
Uh,
for fun.
dude, I so want to hear you. I'm like, oh man, I so want to like jam. So here's something funny is so Zeke was in the counting challenge with him. We're working on 2 tracks together, and we're gonna produce like some music together just for the fun of it, just because like hey, we were like
Oh
in Squid
wow.
Games together. So we got these tracks, we're working on them. They sound pretty tight. So like there's some like
That-
creativity that can come from this, you know. So yeah, you got out on marbles, and like so I asked people like like what other like what kind of, or if any, maybe there's nothing, but like was there any like kind of like scenes that you like wish they would have showed that you thought were like cool that were like left out?
Just overall, and you could probably ask anyone this, they'll say the same thing. I feel like they rushed our season. We only had 9 episodes compared to the first season,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like what they lacked a lot was just overall character development. Like I feel like we saw some of the same people, but we really don't
Mm-hmm.
know too much about them. It was just kind of like they're
Mm-hmm.
talking, but we're not really taking in. Like I don't know, it's weird.
Yeah.
And then they didn't really show like the relationships that we formed with people.
Yeah.
Like they have us talking in those dorms for hours,
Right.
hours, and none of that is being shown. Like, what's the point, right?
I know,
Could have just
right?
kept that out if you weren't gonna like you weren't gonna show it.
Yeah.
Heck, a lot of the relationships in marbles, we're going against these people, we're crying, but they don't even know why we're crying.
Uh,
Like people are probably looking at me like, why are you crying so hard? Or
yeah.
why was Deja upset? Like because me and Deja played the entire game together. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like we
Yeah.
were best friends on the show, or
Um,
I don't know. They just I feel like they fail to show like those relationships.
yeah, I do too.
Specific moments. I don't really know too
Yeah.
much, but
No, that's a good one though. I think like just the overall like yeah, and I think that I felt like they did really focus on just a few, and there was some really cool stories in there. Like there's a whole band, a whole band there, like like no, why wouldn't you like craft that a little bit more, and then watching them to things like that, the band, there's a lot of different brother and sister relationships and things like that, so
mhm.
I mean they did focus on
Husband and wife.
yeah, yeah, so like what it like I guess like I know there was this whole fan vote and like could get people back in. Were you campaigning for yourself to go back in at all, or?
Um, I did, and I would like to have the opportunity to go back, but I wasn't making it like a huge thing. Like some people were like posting it every day and like
Yeah.
having this.
Hmm.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, if I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. I don't really.
Yep.
I'm not gonna stress about it. I want to be on other reality TV shows.
Hmm.
So being on Squid Game, I guess for the third season would kind of prevent that anyways. So I'm just like, I guess I did my thing with Squid. I guess it's
Hmm.
time to
Yeah.
peace out.
Who do you think who do you think does deserve to be back on, like without being like just whatever, whoever, they have the final people, but like just if you could pick someone, who would it be?
If I could pick anyone, um, that's tough because I had a lot of people I could pick, but
Yeah.
just because I have a close connection with 237, he was on the O side. I like all the O's. Like I feel like they got like that's so sad. But 237, like we're really
Hmm.
close. His name is Danny. I think he deserves a second chance. Carol, I think her number is 95.
Hmm.
She deserves a chance. Like
Yeah.
hell, Deja probably deserves a chance since she was
Yeah.
right there. Like I can't really say like who do I think deserves it, but I feel like
Yeah.
yes, so many people deserve it. Hell, I deserve it. But
Yeah. Who doesn't
uh,
deserve it?
I don't know anybody who. I don't know. I'm not gonna say anybody. Nobody deserves it, but I feel like.
Oh, I could say some people.
But that's the thing. Like you probably had conversations with some people who might have told you some crap. You know what I mean? But I
you know
really didn't have
the,
conversations.
I didn't have any drama with anyone. I have no drama with anyone. I wasn't in that position. Like I wasn't good. Like I think I was good. Like I helped get everyone there. Like so it's like no one had anything to be out for me, and I wasn't at that point. I wasn't like a threat to anyone. I'm just like I'm a chill guy, and I'm there to like I'm a good team player and all that stuff. But like I think like someone like John T doesn't deserve to come back. You don't need to come back. Like you overplayed that shit so hard, So it's like, it's like you're just in it for Yeah. Like, there's some people like that, right? So
Yeah.
I'm not like I have nothing against John T, but I'm not like, I don't.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I can't think of his number, but he made it to top 3. Like, I don't think he should have been there in the first.
Steven.
You're already a millionaire, bruh. Like,
I know, totally right.
Like things like that. Like, I get like the competitiveness. I get it, but like, there's people. The Korean show is based off people who were struggling, right?
Right.
Or really needing money,
dude.
So, come on.
Yeah,
people who need the money a chance.
Dude, I agree. Dude, they should never have anyone on there that's a millionaire. That's just the stupidest shit, Like, why do that? Like, what? That's not the point. Yeah. And also people that are well off even should not be on there. Like, if you're well off and like they should have like an income. Prove your income, before
no, for real. You gotta
yeah. It's like
or something.
Yeah. It's like, come on, dude. Oh my God. So let's see. What else do I got from you? Yeah, you were obviously you were in the pentathlon. Were you shown on screen much? What did you do? What was your choice?
I was shown in a montage.
Okay.
Yeah. They didn't show my minigame exactly, but they showed like my group. They showed us crossing the finish line. They showed us like
kind of people do same thing.
Yeah.
What game did you play? House of Cards? Were you nervous?
Oh, I was terrible. We only won because my my group just couldn't do it, or the people we competed against just couldn't do it. But like, it felt like I was up there for 20, 30 minutes. Right? It was rough.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, you were. Yeah, so and then obviously on catch, you did well on catch, right? I mean, obviously you were there. You caught the ball.
Barely. They slow-mo'd me. You didn't press slow-mo? They slow-mo me. It kind of like I fumbled, but I recovered.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, and then did you get sick?
Actually, no.
A lot of us got sick. Like, man, I got so sick there. I mean, I was like terribly sick, but it was just like bummer. It was like, oh, yeah. So that's right. So what it like in so you do this coaching and stuff. I noticed like I was like on following you on Instagram and I was like, man, like you have a pretty big like following. Is that from your health and wellness? Yeah.
Yeah. When I show people my journey, like where I started and where I ended up, I think like those posts just went viral on Instagram and people just started reaching out and can you help me? Can you help me? And I was like, people really want my help. So then I'm like, I'm not going to just help people based off my experience. I actually want to become knowledgeable of how the body works and what is recommended for weight loss, like the right way. So I went to school for it, got certified, start working at Crunch Fitness as a personal trainer. And then I left there and started working on my own business, my own brand.
What is that brand?
It's called Made in Asia. Get it? Like made in China.
Great. I love it.
But no, my fitness brand, like I said, I want to open up my own health and wellness fitness center. But like right now I only do online courses, online programs for people.
Yeah.
Online based coaching right now. For right now.
Cool.
But when I open up that facility.
Yeah. And you can do a lot. You can do a lot online there. You can really touch people. So it's like, yeah, it's obviously nice to work with people like in person,
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Like that's awesome. This is one of the better stories that I've talked to. Everyone's got a unique. Everyone's interesting, but that right there is a cool thing. I think, yeah, you're going to change some people's lives. Um, let's see. Do you have anything else you want to share? How can people like find you, and like how can they find your business, and what if all that stuff?
So I'm not really too savvy on TikTok. I'm trying to become savvy on there because I feel like that's the one of the main like social media platforms that people are utilizing.
Totally.
However, to reach me right now, I'm working on my website, but if people want to inquire, they can go to my Instagram page and go on my links, like in my bio, and they'll find everything that they need. Programs that I already have made, if they just want to buy a program right there, they can message me and complete a personal application form so I can, customize a program for them. So yeah, Instagram is where it's at right now.
Cool.
My main point of contact. If they want to email me, that information is there too.
How can we find like your voice auditions archived? Where are those at?
Hmm. I did have a YouTube channel, and I
You
am
did?
singing on it a little bit.
Oh, drop that. What is that?
I actually still have the YouTube channel, but it's like mad old, and I don't sing like that anymore. But it's called Made in Asia
Okay.
on YouTube.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Well, thank you for taking time out of your day to reconnect, and it's good to have some laughs and reflect on this stuff. So that about wraps it up for today. Again, for those joining, I'm Jesse Ogle. I'm the host of the Vibe Dialogue podcast with a special segment focusing on the Squid Games Challenge Season 2. And my guest is Ajhia Jackson, player 134. Until next time, we'll see you later.
3-4.
What's up, guys? I hope you enjoyed that. That was awesome to get to know Ajhia a little bit more. She's doing a lot of cool things. I think her story is pretty inspirational about like health and wellness. I think that's so important. Hopefully, you get something out of that. And if you have anything you want to talk to her about, she has those links. You can obviously go find her. And Made in Asia, you can also look at her other stuff she's done. Sounds like she's doing a lot of cool creative things, and she has, and she will continue to. Again, for this channel to grow and keep going, if you can like and subscribe, all that, you can follow me at New Base Theory, Jesse Ogle, all those things help me help others. So I want to get to 1,000 subscribers. You're going to help this out. I'm just at the beginning, but it'll, one at a time. So we'll see you soon. Until next time.